Last week, the most powerful AI on Earth was locked behind a government gate. This week, every gate in the industry broke at once. Frontier prices are collapsing across every tier. A model that was literally export-controlled went global overnight.
And the CEO of a surveillance company had a televised meltdown about all of it.
The wheel didn't just turn this week. It did a burnout. Let's get into it. It's July 7th, and this is the Oracle. 3 stories. AI just got too cheap to meter. The best coding model on the planet finally landed in your terminal, and at the end, a billionaire screaming on live television, who might actually be right. Stick around. Google fired first. Gemini 3.5 Flash, Frontier class scores. 25% cheaper API. And the Ultra subscription slashed from $250 to $99. On Google's own numbers.
Yes, their numbers.
It's half the input cost of Claude Sonnet. And nobody held the line. Alibaba's Qwen cut. And DeepSeek V4 Flash is now 14 cents per million tokens. At that price, you could feed it the entire Harry Potter series for about
20 cents.
Here's the stance. This is not generosity. This is salting the earth. The big labs are burning margins, so no smaller lab can ever afford to follow them down. When the product is free-ish, you are the distribution. The karma comes later. Subsidies always send a bill. Remember the gate? On June 30th, the U.S. Commerce Department lifted export controls, and on July 1st, Claude Fable 5 went global. API, Claude code, everywhere. The model that was regulated,
like a stealth fighter,
is now a dependency in your package.json. What are devs doing with it? One senior engineer says it. One shot of full authorization system. Weeks of work, one prompt. Another reports spending $1,000 a day on Fable inference. And his company calls it cheap. And California just made it policy. Every state agency, city, and county gets Claude at half price.
The DMV has Frontier AI before your startup has a Slack integration.
The gate didn't open for you first. It never does. But it gets worse. For the people selling all this. Palantir CEO Alex Karp went on live TV to announce a sovereign AI deal with NVIDIA. Instead, he delivered a 20-minute televised meltdown, calling the AI industry, quote,
effing insane.
His accusation: Frontier Labs overcharge you for tokens while harvesting your company's proprietary data, your alpha, to train against you. When the anchor said he sounded angry, Karp snapped back. This is the voice of American business being channeled through me.
Sir, this is a Tuesday. The market's verdict on the meltdown? Stock up 9%.
Now the karma, because it's exquisite. The company that built the world's surveillance panopticon is furious that somebody might be harvesting its data. The wheel turns. But strip the theater and the claim stands. If your mode is data, every API call is a leak. Now home. This week's price war just landed in India's lap. The IndiaAI Mission rents GPUs at 65 rupees an hour. To make AI affordable, and DeepSeek just made Frontier inference 14 cents per million tokens.
Cheaper than chai. The subsidy race is over. The market won it.
So where's India's edge? Sarvam's 105V and Krutram trained for 22 Indian languages. That's the real moat now. Not cheaper tokens. Languages the price war doesn't speak. And watch that California deal. 50% off Claude for a whole state. Some Indian state signs one of those before Diwali. Remember where you heard it. Here's the take. Cheap tokens mean infinite demand. Infinite demand means data centers, and this week the backlash changed shape. No longer
AI will take my job.
But why is this data center drinking my town's water? One meta facility just had its water discharges suspended for contaminating a city's recycled water supply with bacteria. So follow the gate one more time. It moved from who may use the model to whose river cools it. Your 14-cent million tokens are subsidized by somebody's water table. The bill always arrives. It just checks a different address first. Trivia before you go. At DeepSeek flash prices, all 7 Harry Potter books cost about
20 cents.
To read.
Your attention is now officially the most expensive thing in the loop.
That's your week in AI. A price war, an open gate, and a prophet screaming on cable news. If the Oracle saved you a doom scroll, hit like. It tells the algorithm news like this deserves reach. Comment your verdict on Karp. Unhinged, right, or unhinged and right. I read every one. Share this with the dev whose company just banned Fable. And subscribe. The wheel turns.
Every week. Verify everything. Trust nothing.
And I'll see you in the next one.